A's Extra.
We're back in the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's time for the manager show before Chatham takes on Falmouth here at Gov Fuller Field. Joe Puccio here with Chatham manager Tom Holliday. Tom, you were quite candid after the loss 2 days ago and now following this 8-2 loss to Bourne. What was your assessment of that game?
Well, boy, we're talking about losses a lot, aren't we? And I don't like to digest that. I don't want kids to learn how to lose. So maybe with all the confusion of draft, my rest, my this, my that, I'm trying to ask kids to enjoy this, to try to have some fun. I have to describe what fun is because most of them don't quite understand it. And baseball players can get beat up and get beat and learn how to beat losers. And I'm not going to let that happen. And to tell you exactly what you're looking for, I'll tell you, okay? Because we're a little bit short tonight. Arms, because I had one leave that I strongly disagreed with, the purpose, the reason. And so because of that, I'm short arms. So what I would do is just take it on the chin tonight, and I'm not. And the guys that are have their scheduled bullpens tonight to get them ready for their next start. Instead of throwing a bullpen tonight, they're going to be hot. They're going to be my bullpen tonight. And if it upsets the apple cart to the point where it's not exactly what they want, not the player. Players are not, they're not the fault. The added dimensions to specifics of when they got to throw so that they're ready for certain target dates for the draft and then going home and all that crap. Bottom line is that they're going to be hot tonight. And I got two guys that are going to throw. And then the guys that are, instead of throwing a feel-good bullpen, they're going to join the team. They're going to do something for a team. And we're going to turn into a team. And last night woke me up. I didn't barely sleep last night. And people say it's not that serious. Well, it is serious. It's serious to me because I'm not developing any toughness in kids. I'm just letting them go on, and I've told you before those terms bother me. You know, the kids are soft. I don't buy that. My job is to make them tougher. Coaches' jobs, their job is to make kids tougher, not put up with softness. So we're going to have some guys that are going to be hot tonight that, quite frankly, when I looked them in the face, I said, are you in agreement? Do you want to do this, or am I stepping out of bounds? And every one of them's like, Coach, I'm ready. I'll do this. You know, and the pitching staff has a little responsibility to the position players. When we're down 5-0 after 2, 7-0, 8-2, you know, hitting is like no fun. Because the other side of the field, they get to pitch and throw anything they want. So we're not in balance right now. We have to get some balance. And Tom Holliday's way didn't work, and it's going to change. So you're going to get the old guy that I used to be.
You mentioned that you want your players to have fun. What made you fall in love with baseball?
Oh boy, I don't know. I mean, where I grew up, it was football, basketball country, and we only got to play baseball about a month and a half. And I was pretty good in football.
Remind fans of where you grew up.
Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, and a lot of people thought I was a good football player. I got the quarterback a 1-9 team. I don't think I was very good, but basketball, you know, when I was in the 9th grade, I was really good. I quit growing. So those two sports I played all the time, but baseball was just I don't know. I mean, my love.
So how do you try and bring that fun back to your team?
Well, sometimes you have to share history with them because they get modern day baseball history, and a lot of it now is just like it's all built around a system that doesn't allow them to ever hear another voice. And you know, college coaches should trust me because I'm not gonna let them get. I'm not gonna hurt them, and I'm not gonna let them get soft. That's two things that aren't going to happen with me. But sometimes they get 9 months of what they've been told at school. Then they get to come up here and they get to try and see if everything they were told is good. And then if somebody sees a crack, if Dennis Cook or Mike Henneman sees something that they learned in the big leagues and they can throw at these kids, I want them to throw it at them. And if they apply it and it works, great. If they don't, at least they saw another side of it. And so many times kids are so programmed into one thing, they need to breathe something different. They need to maybe hear out of a different mouth the same thing they heard for 9 months, but it might click if it comes out of a different mouth. And I kind of like doing that. I kind of like helping kids, and when they go back and they have great years, every year I track them, to see how they do. And last year about this time we had a kid up here named LeBaron Johnson. And I know people don't know, what it was like last summer for him. But he's a big 6'5", 220-pound, great arm, lovable kid. And we were working one day in a bullpen, and he went and got a pad and wrote down everything that we said to him in the bullpen. And I was like, holy cow, that kid is really hurting. He hadn't had any success, and he had a 95-mile-an-hour arm. And I look up this year, and last time I checked, he was the best pitcher University of Texas had. And he pitched them back into they were in contention and going to the College World Series again. And he took over a staff that was, pretty good. Well, I get personal satisfaction out of that, and I had nothing to do with what he did during the school year. I didn't call one pitch. But I think we got him over the hump of maybe being just another guy the rest of his life. And he heard exactly what I just got done saying down there about this game's not easy. But I say it in a different tongue, and sometimes I'm pretty hard when I say it, but you got to hear it. And college coaches sometimes can't say that because they don't want to lose kids. They don't want them, you don't hurt their feeling. You go jump in the portal and transfer. So that fear exists. I don't have that fear. If they want to jump the ship they're jumping ships on me anyway. I spent last night and all morning taking messages from whatever I said yesterday. I don't know what I said, but I struck some nerves. And so I got like 35, 40 text messages, emails, you name it, I got it. And I'm like, holy cow, I didn't know there were that many players out there that they want to come play for me because of what I said. So
maybe that'll improve the roster.
Well, you better show me what I said so that I'll know. I mean, again, you talk to me in the right mood, and I'm liable to say something that might hurt your feelings, but, I do tell people that you're pretty unique, for being in a Cape, and you're pretty mature, so I do say things to you that I don't say to others.
It's because we're great friends.
We're friends, but I didn't realize we had so many listeners, and so, I mean...
Because they like hearing your insight, Tom.
Well, I hope, but if they get tired of it, I guess they don't have to listen. And we're going to keep doing it because, I get like, what, $35,000 for doing this show?
Yeah, something like that. So, I get 60, so.
Yeah, so, the money's so good that we got to do this every night anyhow.
Well, Tom, I appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
You got it.